During the mid-1970s, the Belgian music scene was brimming with talent, with musicians running the gamut from the jazz rock of Kos to the symphonic hard rock of Machiavel. And from that latter band's third album, Mechanical Moonbeams, the track After the Crop. Very beautiful, very lyrical intro, very sparse. Let's see. I'm surprisingly, I was able to find the lyrics for this. I'm delighted. Okay. The wind had bent the crop when the mount banks came back from the hop. Lonely on the road, the drivers of the night followed the light and took the path to their next plunder of fight. The rain had beaten down the corn when the mountebanks came back in the morn. Lonely on the road, the drivers of the night followed the light and took the path to their next plunder of fight. Okay, let's see how this develops. Here are the layers so far. We've got that acoustic guitar and we've got some sound searing beneath it all. I think we've got a bit of sustained synth and we've also, I think maybe got some like sustained electric guitar in there, it kind of just droning underneath it all. And of course the voice really front and center in the mix. Notice how he's gone up an octave. Almost sounds like a woman here. The first line of the lyrics is a little bit confusing because it's listed as one line yet. And I guess it is like the first two lines are one statement even though they're divided musically. I love these open cadence, sustained, slow, heavy, really just waves, just that how that synth is just rising and just swelling, and it's got that really kind of wheezy, trebly yet thick sound all at once, and those drums are just kind of like lurching yet really effective, yet pacing it well, giving it all. You know that pretty soon the song is going to break out into something. It's just going to get more and more epic and build up more. And this melody is effective because it takes quite a while to resolve. It takes seems to take at least like I don't know, like maybe 16 bars to resolve. I haven't been counting, but it's not one of those melodies that resolves like in a figure of eight or like in 2 bars or whatever. And notice how in those last 2 repetitions of the melody we had that synthesizer taking, front and center, and now it's rescinded a bit. It's in the back, and these lyrical sustained lead guitar parts are now accenting the melody. I think the bassist is like hitting. He's more felt than heard, but he's hitting just at this exactly when the drum is hitting, and just leaving these sustains like boom, which is giving each of those beats kind of more like making those beats like reverberate. We're going somewhere. We're going to places we haven't been. Notice how the melody still kind of resembles its old self, but the cadence has really changed, and like the underlying rhythmic components are a lot different, and we're going more into these like shaky kind of cadences here. The way he just burst into this new set of like open cadences and these much higher chords and a much heavier, fuller sound, that is just the choice moment of this whole piece. I swear, it's everything that we have been building up to in the prior 4 minutes. Let's catch up with the lyrics here. Let's see. After a hard day from, excuse me, after a hard day far from the land of the sky, the cardboard clouds returned home without a cry. The cardboard clouds returned home without a cry. After a hard day from the land of the sky. Okay, so we had some really heavy inclement weather. The light went out. A unique way of saying that. The lights went out one by one, and this day was not like another one. The night woke up like a badly washed bitch, and the voice of the wind was going off pitch. Okay, and this is the part where he swells up. Where he goes, I was always on the rack. I think like a wave that the beach throwback, 'cause she thinks she's looking too ugly, or maybe 'cause she's looking too lovely, like a star lost in the sky. I had just one friend, my cry, and I heard people play, and I heard people say, this year the crop will not be good. However, we have worked as much as we could. So it's basically about harsh, inclement weather ruining a seasonal crop and like the hardships endured by those, who were harvesting the crop. And now we're really changing. Where those wheezy synth lines are just like going up and down, scaling up and down, and the beat is taking on a more persistent, measure, almost kind of like disco-y, and the guitars are getting much more crunchy and just like layering it all. I swear we're about to go into kind of like a hard. This has become turning into a hard rock song now. Now we've completely lost the theme that was guiding the song. And this is almost like part two of a melody in a way. And we're in just this very fairly conventional kind of like bar chord, like where they move like where they move the fifth. Like they like shuffling like fifth, seventh, that thing where you have like the tonic. It's like no 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 no. Yeah, it's a rock, a blues rock guitar type lick that's been used in a lot of songs since the early 1960s.
Rolling on the mechanical moonbeams, I was going down in my dreams. Without a loop and well-oiled, I was alone with my world. Like a bandit of the electric fog, I thought I knew that I would give them a shot. My saturated heart crying scream, but what was rolling in my brain?
Okay, roaming under mechanical moonbeams there, hence the title of the album. I was going down in my dreams, without a look and well oiled. I was alone with my world, like the blind of the electric flock, but I knew that I would give them a shock. My saturated heart cried his pain, but what was rolling in my brain? We're in quite a bit of chaos here.
Try to forget what was said in the books. All the stories of groups and crooks. But somehow I can now talk. I still have this electronic walk. Like a bandit of the electric fog. I thought I knew that I would give them a shot. My saturated heart ran out of pain, and my revolt broke out of my brain.
God, he is just belting it now. I tried to forget what was said in the books, all their stories of crops and crooks, but somehow I cannot talk. I still had this electronic walk, like the blind sheep of the electronic flock, but I knew that I would give them a shock. My saturated heart cried out his pain, and my revolt broke off my brain. Wow. We are hearing the electric guitar work of Jean-Paul Devaux, and who's giving us a break a bit from the vocals of Mario Guccio, the very loyal vocalist to the band, who was in the lineup through many iterations, Sicilian vocalist. And he, I guess, joined the band like in '77, and was during the times that they were active was with them until his passing in January of last year, at age 64, 63, 64. And let's see. What were the other credits of? I guess. Oh, it looks like this guitarist Jean Paul Devaux was with joined on the second album, Jester, and stayed through the following album to this, Urban Games. They were looking at me with big eyes of ice, but for me it was so nice. I was free, I was me, no more what they want me to be, like the blind sheep of the electric flock, but I knew that I would give them a shock, and the rain did not beat down the corn, it had been cut this morn. Machiavel. After the Crop from the 1978 album Mechanical Moonbeams, their third. And gotta make a shout out to some of the other instrumentalists that were not mentioned, particularly Albert Letecheur, who plays who on this album plays the string ensemble synthesizer, mellotron, piano, and electric piano, and the bass work of Roland De Greef, and the drums of Marc Ysaÿe. Yes, great Belgian band, very popular locally, kind of a national pride, I guess, at the time, and active initially from like the mid '70s up to the early '80s, like '74 to 1981, '82 thereabouts, and then they broke up for like 5 years and then got back together, and I think they may have been active nonstop for the next 30 years. And well, I don't know what's going on now that now that their vocalist is passed, but yeah, an institution in Belgium. And for more rubies and sapphires from the catalog of Machiavel, see the directory of albums by Belgian artists, which is mixed with Dutch bands. I have them all. I have the Netherlands and Belgium in one combined list, simply albums from Benelux. Over 400 titles strong for like the first four Machiavel albums and a whole bunch of others from Benelux, like Golden Earring, Kayak, Kos, Universe Zero, Axac Mobile, yeah, Lucifer. Yeah, I gotta just say once more, I love how that song basically was like two different song ideas combined into one. You had like this big, lush, slow, like synth-laden pomp number, and then it turns into this more kind of raspy hard rocker, like for the final 3 minutes. And you can make what you will of the. In fact, leave a comment if you have more interpretations of the lyrics than I was able to parse. And also comment about your favorite parts of the song. And until next time, like and subscribe, follow me on social media, hit the bell. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear travel trap maximalist, signing off.